Guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives. I think it was about a year and a half ago that I did a video featuring the brand new box set from Overkill The Atlantic Years, 1986 to 1994, a set that I was looking forward to for a long time, to be honest with you. And when I heard this was coming out, I couldn't jump on it fast enough. Not only is Overkill my favorite thrash band, I've been hanging out with those guys since 1987, but I also started kind of building a vinyl collection around 2016, more of a CD, cassette guy. Prior to that, started off with those cassettes in, the 80s, and then I think it was around 90, 91, I started converting my collection over to CDs, and then I thought, you know what? I need some Overkill on vinyl. So it's always on my list, always something that I was looking out for. So that set, I'll leave a link to that video, because what I did in that video is I looked at every album. I did some comparisons to a couple originals I have, and I did some comparisons to a couple of reissues. So just go check out that video. All I wanted to do today was show you the next step of these reissues. And the big player involved here is BMG. And we'll talk a little bit about BMG, but that set was these 6 albums, The Atlantic Years. Here's the original hype sticker for that box set. So a year and a half later, roughly, probably, I think first quarter of 2023, these reissues came up for these exact 6 albums again, only on colored vinyl, which I'm a sucker for Overkill, and I'm going to buy them. The price was right around $30 Canadian. They came out 2 at a time, probably 6 to 8 weeks apart. So it wasn't, a big amount of money all at once. So I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to regret it if I don't get them, because I am a big fan. So what I thought I'd do is go through each one of these, show you what the colored vinyl look like. They do sound good. They're very acceptable reissues. And I mentioned already the big player is BMG. So since this set, I have bought a Skid Row box set, a Motley Crue box set, what else? A Dokken box set, and a Rat box set. Common denominator, BMG. They absolutely, either they are rotten to the core, pun intended, or they absolutely know what they're doing as far as marketing goes. And I believe they do. They know how to get suckers like me for sure. And I just noticed the other day, if you are a Skid Row fan, that box set originally came out. It's still holding its value. It's right around $200 Canadian, converted into your currency. But now up for pre-order is colored versions of the self-titled at $33.59 Canadian. It's a red and black colored vinyl. Slave to the Grind, it's a double album, $46 pre-order. That is an orange black marble. These are all marble, by the way. And then Subhuman Race is a blue black marble. All up for pre-order for September 8th. So these guys definitely know what they're doing as far as targeting. I was actually a little pissed off with the Motley Crue set, because they came out with the vinyl separate first, all on black vinyl, which was cool, but I would like to have a box set to put it in. So then they turn around 1 year later or so and put out a box set of colored vinyl. Of course I want the box, and anyways, proves to you, yeah, sucker for sure. But anyways, let's get into these Overkill. We'll just take a quick look. If you're tuning into this channel, pertaining to an Overkill album or ranking, whatever. Actually, I did a mini ranking on that unboxing before. You already know these albums, so I'm just going to kind of review them quickly, go through them, show you the hype sticker. So first up is Overkill Taking Over. And this one is the classic album, half speed mastering, and pressed on pink marble. So, and like I've mentioned in another other video, they've done a pretty good job with the jacket on this one. There's a couple we can talk about here in a minute. There's the back cover. So these are all the Atlantic Years. So 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th album. Years are 87, 88, 89, 91, 93, and 94. So we don't need to show you a bunch of inners and stuff. So here is the, what did we call that? Pink, pressed on pink marble vinyl. So here is Taking Over. And let's show you the, actually, that we'll show you this side first, because this, so there's the pink. You know, it's really, the marbling is not much in there, but it's definitely kind of a dark pink. It looks pretty similar on camera than it does, or that it does here in real life. So there's the logo on that, and sorry, the centering, and then on the B side it actually has the track listings for that one. So there is our pink marbled vinyl for Taking Over. Next up, 88's Under the Influence. Yeah, like I've said before, this one gets kind of a little bit shit on, but man, this is a classic 88 thrash album in my opinion. Which reminds me, definitely due for a updated Overkill ranking to include Scorched, but that'll still be a few months away. Like I said before, I don't rush into those. All right, so here's this one, and here's the hype sticker for Under the Influence. This one is on a yellow marbled vinyl, and if I remember correctly, there was a little more marbling in this one, some nice black marbling. So here, so there is the logo that they've done, kind of just a snapshot of the cover. So there you can see the black marbling in there. I don't want to get my hands on there too much, but there's some black marbling in there. Other than that, it's pretty much yellow, kind of a piss yellow. They do sound really good, and I've been really lucky with these. There's no, haven't had any warps. There might be a minor little wobble here and there, but if you are, you know, newer to Overkill, newer to vinyl, I can recommend these for sure. Like I said, the initial pre-order price, which if you are on top of things, you can save a lot of money by getting on the pre-orders. $30 Canadian, so I mean that's probably 24 US and whatever, wherever you are. And next up is The Years of Decay. Great job on this album cover too. It's less shiny than the original, but other than that, it's sharp. The logos are sharp. Nothing looks blown up. And here's the hype sticker for that one. The classic album half-speed mastering and pressed on red marbled vinyl for that one. So let's have a look at this red marbled vinyl. This one's a nice, kind of a dark red with quite a bit of black marbling in there. That's pretty cool. It looks a little bit darker off camera, that you can see the lights kind of shining through that a bit. So there's that side, and then the other side with all the track listing for the A and B side, side 1, side 2. So there is The Years of Decay, one of my very favorite Overkill albums of all time. Timeless thrasher piece, that one. Next up, Horoscope. Let's grab the hype sticker for that. We'll just show you that quickly first. Here's the hype sticker for that one. The classic album, again, blue marbled vinyl. And with BMG, you'll notice too, sometimes a lot of this coloring and stuff, it does not match the cover. Sometimes it just happens to, but sometimes it's just out to lunch, to be honest with you. But I really don't care how close it matches. But, and actually, yeah, this one is a kind of a weird blue, but it's actually really nice. Blue marbling, and all the marbling seems to be a black marbling with the blue color. Horoscope, another thrasher piece for sure. When they came back as a 5-piece after Bobby Gustafson left after The Years of Decay. But yeah, so there is Horoscope. And you know, I thought, how much Overkill do I need? Well, like I said, probably third or fourth time. I'm a sucker for this stuff, and I'll pick it up. They seem to shoot up a bit in value, you know, $30 going up to $40. You know, I just can't, you can't justify everything. But anyways, these two are the latest two that came probably within the last 2 weeks or something. But here is 1993's I Hear Black, orange marble vinyl. People say Overkill's Black Sabbath album, or Sabbath album, they say. Whatever. I like this album. It's a nice departure. It's got some great tunes on it. Again, if you want to check out my ranking video, things like that, get some more info on where I stand with some of these. But the cover wise, they didn't do as good a job on this one. This one is actually blown up a little bit. They lost a little bit of the border around here. And the logo is a little bit on the fuzzy side. The back cover is true to what the back cover really is. But another decision of why I'm into these two is just the price wise. If you're going to find a good used VG Plus copy of I Hear Black, good luck. You're going to pay a lot of money for it. And I mean, if I ever saw a good copy and it was within a reasonable price, yes, I would pick it up for sure. So what did we say? This was orange marble vinyl. So here's that one. But if you've already got the black versions of this, or you've picked up the box set, which I did mention, actually I mentioned in my unboxing video or whatever, that the box was a touch too big, but my OCD has let me put my copy of Feel the Fire in there, so it just fills it out perfect. So there is I Hear Black, orange marble vinyl. And then finally in this set, to complete the 6, is WFO, which stands for Wide Fucking Open. Underrated. I don't know why I say underrated, but it is underrated. I really like this. People do complain about the bass sound, but I think it just gives this album character. But here is WFO. Now this is the one out of the 6 that I'm least impressed with as far as the front cover looks good. The color is off compared to the original. And the back cover, I believe, is based off of the reissue from Cast in Stone probably 5-6 years ago. But overall, the sound is pretty cool. There is, yeah, and just the whole track listing, the font, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not like the, where's the CD? Here's the CD traditional back cover, which I would have much rather saw that this back cover looked like that, but we can, we'll live with this because it completes the whole Atlantic set. So hype sticker, this one is on clear marble vinyl. Let's check this one. And this is actually pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of clear, but if it's got some black marbling in it, I don't mind a bit. So it actually looks pretty neat from here. And again, sounds great. Maybe the minor little wobble, but there's none of those, you know, kind of bowl warps where the one side's kind of boom, 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 you know what I mean? And, or, you know, the old roller coaster ride. I think I did have one like that on the other set, but I was able to get a replacement for that. So there they are, the 6 colored versions or marbled versions of Overkill's The Atlantic Years. Check, you know, and BMG, it's a double-edged sword. They're reissuing everything, and they're reissuing everything kind of twice. But, you know, they're a very big company, powerful, lots of money, buying people's catalogs. And the alternative is no one can afford these catalogs and nobody reissues these albums. So I can live with this. I will try to be, you know, a little bit picky and choosy. You know, I don't think it's going to be long before you see the Dawkins set come out all in colored vinyl, mark my words, and the Rat set coming out all in colored vinyl. So, and I think those will come out not in a box set. So if you're just after 1 or 2 albums, my advice to you is just wait it out. You will get them. My philosophy in the past 2 or 3 years is everything is going to get reissued eventually. So yeah, so hold on for those ones that you need. Hopefully you enjoyed this one from a long-term Overkill fan. But yeah, so I will be back most likely Sunday. I got a couple of videos planned for the next probably Sunday and Thursday or so. One of them will be an update, and one is going to be a thread response to a pretty cool thread that's going around. But until next time, stay heavy.